welcome to the DogWater and Sales Guy show. I am the sales guy.
I'm DogWater.
And we just made it through the corridor during the ceasefire out of Kiev, Ukraine, and we have now made it to, can you actually say the pronunciation for me? I tend to get it wrong. Is it
Qatar? We're in Qatar.
Qatar?
Qatar.
That's what they used to call Kid Cudi back in the day.
Qatar? I don't know how you want to say it. Qatar?
Anyway.
They probably say it Qatar.
Let's check.
I don't know. I picked this shirt up on the way. I don't remember where we got it, but we had a long hike. There was no Uber on the way here.
It was a long walk.
We barely got out of that friggin' godforsaken place. And they now share Noble shut down or something.
Let's see. How do you pronounce this?
We got some pretty good footage, though. Documentary coming soon. Dogwater and Sales Guy, Part 1.
Live from Kiev.
Qatar.
See? It is Qatar.
That literally says the American pronunciation.
Qatar.
Told ya. The British say it differently.
It is generally accepted to pronounce as Qatar. The most authentic version of pronouncing Qatar in Arabic is probably closer to Qatar, with the right emphasis inflection. Qatar.
We are in Qatar.
Who do you think's going to win it this year?
Not Qatar.
What about, is the U.S. in it? Do they make it?
The U.S., if we can get them into the country and safely out, I think that's going to be our biggest W. But I think we got our eyes set on the next World Cup. I think this one's kind of a tune-up, but I think we can make a decent run. I don't think we're as good as some of the countries that are in the World Cup.
Who do you think will win it this year? Germany?
France is really good. You have Germany's really good. I wouldn't discount Spain or Italy. Italy just won. What was that they just won? Italy just won some big cup not too long ago. It might have been. It wasn't the World Cup because it's the World Cup. It had to be the one. It was FIFA maybe? No, FIFA is the World Cup. I don't know which one it was. Can't remember.
Anyways, soccer doesn't matter.
It's football, but...
Football. There's only one football I know, and that's the Los Angeles Rams bringing one home, baby. That's the only football I know. We call this soccer where I come from. But I was talking to a South African nigga, and I'm like, do y'all watch like NFL? He's like, yes, man, every weekend, every Sunday. He's like, there's a very popular bar in my town where we watch football every single Sunday. I'm like, does anybody play football? Like, do kids play it in the yard? And he's like, no. And I'm like, so when you walk around, you never see kids playing catch with a football? He was like, if they do have a football, they throw it like a rugby ball. Like, they play catch like that. But he's like, you never see a kid with the ball just, like, throwing it. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like, American football is a worldwide game, like, broadcast-wise, but...
They don't try to make it international, though. That's the crazy thing. NBA is trying to, and they are doing it, but the NFL could just be...
And I think it kind of goes back to what you said, like, football's a pricey game. Like you say, like soccer, you just got to kick a ball in the net. Basketball, throw a ball in a hole. But football, like, to really play, you need pads and helmets and goalposts and, you know what I mean?
Rugby, obviously, I think rugby's probably the more impoverished place to sport because of the fact that you don't have to have any padding.
Right.
Like, you're just tackling each other that are full body, no pads. That's crazy to me.
But isn't it crazy, like, where we come from, if you see some kids playing soccer when you was younger around people, I'm like, what are you kids, gay or something? You know what I mean? No offense or anything, but like if an old person drove by a park and seen a bunch of kids playing soccer, he'd be like, what the fuck is going on out here?
Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy.
Like, why aren't you playing football or baseball or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think soccer will ever like get big in America?
Yeah. Once football dies off, after it's like, I think it takes one dude dying instantly on the field, and they're like, We cannot have this sport be any more tackling.
And I think that goes back to what you said. Like you said, probably in 15, 20 years, an NFL game will be like the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Like where they just stand you up and then the refs are like, all right.
Yeah, I think like 50 years soccer could take it over. But I don't think it's anything sooner than that. NFL is going to get its due. And it's going to fade out like MLB is doing right now. Like it's going to be a slow decline. And they're a lot bigger than MLB.
Well, yeah.
But like, yeah, I think like Shazier, dude, when that happened, like I was watching that game live and that was scary as shit. Like he just could not move. And like you didn't know if he was dead or alive at that point. He was obviously paralyzed for a little while. But like
Shazier, that's the nigga with no eyebrows, right?
Yeah. He can walk, but I don't think he can run yet. I think he's on like a road to recovery, but like he was one of the best middle linebackers in football. And just one hit and he's half paralyzed almost. Like he's overcoming paralysis. He definitely had a spine injury. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Spinal contusion.
Like he got hurt against us, the Bengals. Vontez Burfict tore Le'Veon Bell's ACL. You can watch that one. That one's bad. But it wasn't anything like intentional. His leg just got caught underneath him. And Burfict, I mean, he's 250 pounds, 300 pounds of just pure muscle. And I mean, he lays a hit on you. It's going to be that first one up there.
Damn it. Is Burfict completely done?
Yeah. He played with the Raiders. It's on the sideline here.
Oh.
I don't even think that was it. The one I'm thinking about.
That one looked pretty bad too.
It was.
Le'Veon Bell's knee injury.
I want to say the one. I guess it's not. It is that one.
Oh my God. Did you see how it just went limp and went over?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, because he's diving on it. Yeah. I didn't realize Reggie Nelson was hitting him like that. He was one of the more underrated safeties in the league back in the day. Reggie Nelson. He was good as fuck.
Bruh.
But yeah, Vontez Burfict was vicious. That's one of my hot takes. Vontez Burfict would have been one of the best linebackers that ever lived if he played in the 80s.
Oh,
without a doubt in my mind.
Was he in the middle?
Yeah, he was a middle linebacker for us. He was undrafted out of Arizona State. I'm pretty sure it was because he had like some background issues.
Could you imagine having if like Lawrence Taylor and Vontez Burfict played together?
No.
Like being a quarterback and like having to fucking play against that dude?
Like it's like Von Miller and Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that's very
stupid. And also they had Leonard Floyd. And that Gaines dude was good as fuck too.
Right. That is fucking crazy though, bro. Damn, I forgot what I was finna say. But have you been watching any basketball?
Fuck no.
Yeah, that shit been kind of lately.
TNT won't let me get in there with the DirecTV account. I don't know what it is. Amazon Fire Stick fucked up. I ain't going to the trouble of streaming it off Reddit. And NBA TV is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I'm not trying to pay $300 a year to watch every game I can watch, but I only watch one game a night if I can do that.
Where do you get $300 a year? Oh, it is $300 to watch every single game.
Yeah, like it's like you're gonna have to pay like $10 a month at
least. But you can split that with 5 people, $60 a piece, because you get 5 screens. But
Upper. You know what I'm talking about?
Did y'all watch the season finale of Euphoria? Or do you you and your significant other?
Oh yeah,
watch
I did.
It? What'd you think of it? I ain't watched the show, but I be seeing clips all the time, so I pretty much know exactly what happened in the show through clips. But bro, when that motherfucker called the police on his dad,
yeah,
bruh, that kid is a good fucking actor. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I hope so. He was fucking Zendaya.
Not in real life, was he?
I saw a story that he was fucking Zendaya while her and what's his name were dating. Todd Holland. I also saw that he was fucking some other chick while she was dating.
Kendall Jenner. I seen that.
But yeah, that storyline was, yeah.
I get it. It's TV, obviously. Right?
Yeah.
But in what world is that guy 17 or 18?
Yeah.
That guy's clearly like 25 to 26-year-old. What type of fucking 18-year-old kid look like this? You know what I mean? And let's be real, like, what type of 18-year-old look like this?
Yeah. I just hate that, like, they try to defend that it doesn't glorify drug use. Like, I don't understand how you try to argue that.
That it glorifies it?
Like that, yeah.
It doesn't glorify it because the whole show is about her being a crazy junkie. It shows pretty well the bad side effects of doing drugs. She's fucked up. She's a nutcase.
But she's fine right now.
But I mean,
at the end of the season, she's fine.
Right, but I mean, it shows the ups and downs of doing drugs.
It also shows you how to do drugs.
Right.
Which a lot of kids don't know that yet.
I mean, most kids do, but
maybe.
Kids know how to snort cocaine. They just don't have it around to do it.
That's the other thing. Like, the access they have in this is like.
So where is this show based at?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
is it supposed to be in LA? Like,
no, it's in fiction.
No, but I'm saying, like,
yeah, I have no idea.
Fiction world, it's supposed to be like a fictional LA, I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
Because you gotta think, bro, kids in LA, like, they have access to that shit.
I saw that TikTok dancers had Tupac songs on them, and people were going crazy. Like, not these white girls dancing on Tupac songs now because of Euphoria and the soundtrack on Euphoria. Apparently, the Euphoria soundtrack is all like 90s hits.
Yeah, I've seen on some of the videos. But, bro, one of the coldest shits I've seen on this show is that little nigga Ashtray.
Yeah.
Have you seen him box in real life?
No, but I think I've seen, like, a clip.
Of him on Steve Harvey? DogWater, when I'm telling you, this fool got real deal hands, G. And this is 5 years ago. Now tell me if a little boy came up on you like this, was like, no, what's up? No, you know, I ain't playing that bullshit no more, nigga. We can go ahead and get down if you want to. Now, you can't tell me that kid by 16 to 18 size-wise, that he would beat the dog shit out of Jake Paul.
Yeah, probably.
By 16 years old, just based on size and how big he got.
If he kept this up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this kid has as much boxing skill as Jake Paul does.
Yeah.
But be for real, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got them real deal hands.
I mean, that's like, so boxing's kind of like, this is like an analogy. This is going to be an analogy. So, I think that we would be better off as a society if we just had apprenticeships instead of higher education. So,
Elaborate.
Huh?
Elaborate.
So, yeah, like, you could even fucking knock into high school and just say, hey, if you want to go into a physical labor thing, you just need to pass like a certain math score, a certain science score, a certain blah, 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 and you can start work at 14 if you want. You can start making your own money as long as your parents sign off. Like, you can start in that field. And that would say like construction work, like
it would go through the roof in the country. Because you would have people who started young, you know what I mean?
Well, you'd have so many more businesses. And you'd have a lot less schools.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, you'd have a lot less schools. But, like, so then you're getting into your job at, like, 14, 15 if, like, you're doing something like that. If you need more schooling, obviously you go get more schooling. But I think you take college out of the picture and you take all these greedy bastards that own these colleges. And then obviously this is hypothetical.
I know somebody who's married to somebody whose parents own a college, like own a school. Fucking crazy money.
I couldn't imagine.
And it ain't no big time school, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But like they got like 6 of them.
Yeah, no, so you knock that shit out. So we're saying 14, you're able to pass these tests if like you're on par. So if you need to go to like college and like get higher education, you do that at your school till like you're what, 21, you got at least a college degree, maybe a master's degree. You have your doctorate by 24 if you wanted to do that bullshit, if you wanted to equate it to like our education system now. But then you're working in your field by 24 and you're learning from people in your field, and you just gradually go up. The people that are older get the most pay. Like, you might not have seniority like ruling. You might have people like still getting like certain jobs over people. Like, managers can still be 20 years old. But like, just seeing the shit over and over again, I think, is more beneficial than just having it taught to you by someone who's not even in the field right now, by a teacher that's like literally just an education.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand that.
I don't know. I just, like, that was the thing when I was in like engineering classes. Like, I was like, if I just like went with an engineer every day and he just told me what he was doing all the time, like, I think it'd be a lot better for me than just sitting through these classes.
100%.
Like,
but then you got to pay that guy more. And then, like you said, like, well, that's just the conversation we all have. It just all comes back to money. It would be more convenient for everybody if we did it this way, but if we do it this way, we can squeeze all this money out of everybody, tell them that they have to go to college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I guess you could say my thing would be, if you were an apprentice to somebody, you could say, like, you're going to pay into them like you would at college, but you basically just say, like, hey, I'm going to work like $3,000 this semester, like, or this 6 months. You're gonna not pay me like $3,000 of like time I've worked, and it's gonna stay with you. So you're technically making like $6,000 or
you'd be like taxes taken out, but till you're
basically able to do full-time work yourself.
Right.
Which, like, you could also gradually get off that to where, like, if he's sending you out on jobs on your own, like, he can only take like a certain cut, like the smaller, you know.
But then again, though, like, people are very dumb now.
That is
going
true.
to school all the time, so people would be much dumber then. Like, they would be experts in their field, but
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They would be so dumb in everything else.
But also, I think it would eliminate a lot of people being like an expert at everything, like thinking they're an expert at everything. People would know they're an expert at what they are.
I love that idea.
And then they'd be like, "Oh, you're a farmer? Well, my family, like, we do hair for a living, like."
Right.
Like, we have no idea what y'all do, but thank you. Like, and they're thankful for, like, y'all.
And then it's like fucking, like, now it's like fucking left-wing people, like, talking about farming and shit and how they need to change greenhouse gases and all this. And I'm like, I like AOC and everything, but I'm like, bro, you've probably never even been to a farm in your life. Like, you're from, you know what I'm saying? You from the Bronx, New York. Like, don't know nothing about farming. And you know what I mean? So how the fuck do you know, it's like people are experts on everything, like you said.
And if you want to be an expert at everything, you're going to have to start at an apprentice and work your way up at everything. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And if you can prove yourself, like, you can work full time at that job, like, and you can show them that you're able to do it, that you should be able to do it. I mean, I just think it makes more logical sense to do it like that. I don't know why, but I think it just makes more logical sense than higher education. Like, because higher education is literally just taking your money. Like, why can't higher education do like what a high school does and just send you to all 8 classes you need? And that like, you're just,
because it goes back to what we always said.
Yeah.
Money. We put you into this one thing, make you pay for all this instead of teaching you other things. So the teacher can just do this. We can only pay him for this because he's not teaching anything else either. You know what I mean? It's just like, it all goes into money.
I don't see like school until you're 18. I saw that in school. I was like, this is just like crowd control.
It is.
Like,
that's exactly what it is.
And it's crazy. Like, because when I would get out, like, we were from a small town. So, like, if you were out of class on a school day, town wasn't very popping. Like, there was nobody out.
Everybody's at work.
Everybody was at work or at school, to where, like, you just be driving around, you're like, this is fucking awesome. Kind of weird, but awesome.
Right.
And, like, it was just, I don't know.
Did you watch Masvidal versus Kobe?
Yeah, I watched both of them fucking stupid heads.
What'd you think of the fight? I'm gonna tell you this guy, and it might be a hot take. Bro, I fuck with Kobe Covington. I fuck with Kobe Covington, G. He says some dumb fucking shit, but at the end of the day, bro, he says some funny stuff. And He beats the shit out of everybody he fights except the number one pound for pound fighter in the world.
He is a damn good fighter. And like some stuff he says is funny as shit, but like I just cannot fucking stand him.
He's fucking hilarious.
I don't know
bro.
if it's just like the way he like walks, the way he like carries himself, like the way he smirks. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like I was just saying, like he is one of those guys. Like there's not too many on the fucking earth that I think this up, but like he could be like back in olden days, like back in Vikings days. I have two of my men like having him on his knee and like his hands behind his back. He's one of those dudes like I could literally fucking give him one right to the kisser, and I wouldn't even feel bad. Right to the fucking kisser, but like other than that. I'm not fucking with, like, I respect the fuck out of him. He's a hella good fighter, so I would never, like, try nothing like that, but, like, he definitely, if I got some power, on your knee, motherfucker.
Bro, I think, like, that move he made, it was truly genius. Like, he literally was about to get fired, and he was like, I'm going to make a whole new thing, and I'm just going to rip off other people.
I think he told
me. He's literally, he acts just like Trump. Like, he uses Trump phrases. You know what I mean? Like, what do you have to say about this? Oh, that's fake news. That's fake news. You know what I mean?
I think it's that mixed with WWE.
Yeah, he walks out to Kurt Angle's song. Mm-hmm. He has, I don't care what anybody says, he has the best walkout in MMA. Have you seen the one from...
He makes it entertaining. That's what the whole thing is. That's why he's a big draw. That's why he can headline that.
Right. There you go. And, like, the fight with George, bro, like...
What did he say? He said, Street Jesus, you're about to have your last supper. I was like, hell no.
And then when he said, and he was talking about my favorite fighter ever, Dustin Poirier. He said, I just got done with Miami street trash. Now it's trying to move on to Louisiana swamp trash. Dustin Poirier, where you at?
The funniest thing about him is like when he's hyped like that, his voice is hella high. Mine would be too, but like it's so funny in that moment. He's like, Dustin Poirier, where you at, Dustin Poirier? Yeah. And like you're like, is that like a 14-year-old kid?
Bro, and like they was like, he was like, the people just need to sit down. And he was talking to Laura Sanko after. He was like, just come to the fight, sit down and enjoy yourself. You know, like kind of like Dustin Poirier does when Connor's with his wife. He's like, he just sits back and enjoys himself.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God.
But I think it's like what you said off there. I think we were talking about just having like $20 million. But like you said, if I had $20 million, nobody could tell me shit. Like I think he's reached that time. Like nobody can tell him shit.
Tell me this walkout ain't cold. The old fucking... You suck! You suck! You remember that? Did you ever watch WWE?
Yeah. That's exactly what he's doing.
I fucking loved this song.
He's probably, I'm telling you, he's probably in his head thinking like, I want to be a Kurt Angle mixed with Donald Trump, mixed with my own flavor. Like that's what he's trying to like, and kept like, it's definitely like just a showmanship. Like he's also seen it from Connor though. He's seen like a bullshit version, like Irish version to him. He definitely probably thinks it's a bullshit Irish version, but he's like, I can do this for America, and I can literally have the president of the United States like inviting me to the White House.
But here's my thing: at 170, right? Mm-hmm. Who's beating him besides Kamaru Usman?
Maybe Burns. Burns is the only other guy that can hang with those two. Burns and Usman was a good fight
for 1 round.
Well, it was a good fight
for 1 round. He had success for 4 minutes, and then after that, it was just get out of my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's the last fight Usman has to have is that second fight with Burns before he ends up just retiring.
But Burns is about to fight Hamzat.
Yeah. Well, it depends what happens with that, I guess. They're going to be the next title contender, right? Or do you think they're going to fight Colby while he goes and does some boxing bullshit?
If Gilbert Burns wins, he's not going to get the next title shot. He got knocked out in the second round. They'll give Colby a third shot before they give Gilbert Burns a second shot. If Hamzat wins, guaranteed next title fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what do you think about Bryce Mitchell?
I didn't even watch that fight.
Did you see his post-fight? Man, I fucking love Bryce Mitchell, bro. Have you heard his music?
No.
You haven't heard Darkensaw? Pastor Fire? I'm just going to give you a little sample. We don't want to get copyright flagged. Tell me this shit ain't hard, dog. Listen.
Arkansas, fuck to the Arkansas light at the end of the tunnel. My energy's funnel. My enemies talking, they chuckle. I don't give a fuck, ain't no need to rebuttal. They look in my eyes and they know I won't buckle. Been from the jungle, I've been down the rubble. Give me the microphone, I'll keep it humble. And give me the weight and I ain't on the fumble.
What? He said, give me the weight and I'm not known to fumble. Come on now. I fuck with Bryce Mitchell, G. He might be one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Once he gets to talking politics and shit like that, I'll be like, let me turn the TV off. But when he's doing his thing.
He's not even wearing a shirt in that picture.
I know, you can't even fucking see him at all. Have you seen? He's the only fucking guy with the camo shorts. Listen to this. True conviction.
Check out this word.
Yeah, of course. YouTube has to get there.
We gotta have a fucking fill because this YouTube fucking ad. We're too poor to afford that. And this one is brought to you by
Good weed.
Stay Fresh, kids.
Since I'm here with Bryce Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen, and mission of your career.
I want to thank my Lord and Savior. God is when I didn't believe in the blessings He's given me.
This was a giant
God damn it.
Come on, Dre.
win.
I'm a warrior of God. I fear no man.
You hear that?
I live in brick shit, y'all. And this ain't a sport to me. That's what I live for. That's my brother. That's my uncle. And that's my father. We ain't blood, but we bleed together.
Yeah.
In Arkansas,
Listen.
I love y'all to death. For 10 years.
Y'all have had my back. And I ain't did a damn thing for y'all. I'm about to show y'all I'm not just good at hurting people. I can help people. Half of my fight purse, $45,000.
It's going to Arkansas children with medical conditions who have no hope.
We will be their hope.
In the name of God, these children will be healed.
Hell yeah!
Congratulations, Bryce.
I fuck with Bryce Mitchell.
South rise again. What?
Bro, Bryce, we need to get you on the show. If you ever want to come on the show, we would love to have you, but we don't want to hear no COVID, Joe Biden, Democrat shit. We want to talk about hunting and farming and beating people's asses. But we're about to take a quick break.
I want to talk to you about hunting, fishing, loving every day. We're going to talk about more of that after this break.
We'll be right back. I said we'll be right back.
From Cutter.
And we are back on the DogWater and Sales Guys show. We are live from Qatar for another lovely episode before we get ready for the World Cup. And we are going to do a little segment we do every week called Step Into My Office.
Step into my office. Step into my office. Step into my office. Step into my office.
Step into my office, where I go with DogWater and I show him a couple of clips that I've got for the week, and we're gonna get straight into it. How many people you know would be like this if they was at Mardi Gras in the South? How many people you know that look just like that?
Hell no.
Look at his face. Look, just watch his face the whole time. He said, ooh. He think he get ready to kill that shit tonight. Oh my God. I seen that shit. I was weak. All right, here's another one.
You're not Black Panther, you're not Batman. Who are you?
Black
You're Black Man?
man. Black man.
Why not Bat Panther?
No.
No, definitely Black Man.
That's a funny shit right there.
That's fucking hilarious.
He said, He said, "You're not Batman. You're not the Black Panther. So what are you? Black man?"
Batman. Who are you?
Black.
You're Black Man?
Yeah. The way the guy responds with the camera, he says, "You're Black Man."
He said, "Why not Bat Panther?" He's like, "Mm-mm."
Yeah.
That's just how funny kids is. We're going to take this one to a little bit more serious note. This is actually a video that we took live last week.
A Russian helicopter was shot down in Ukraine.
Could you imagine just flying through the sky and then all of a sudden you just see a motherfucking doo 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 doo.
A Russian
You know what I do after that?
Look at that.
a Russian helicopter was shot down in Ukraine.
Oh, straight into the dome, dog.
You know what I would do if I was a Ukrainian that saw that?
I mean, we did see it. Well, we're not Ukrainian.
See, I was running for my life. I had all the equipment on my back. You didn't carry shit. All you carried was the damn ganja. I was sitting there fucking carrying everything in a damn backpack, dragging it. We had a mule that was next to us, but that mule wasn't walking very fast either.
And this was the first thing
But
we seen. Go ahead.
I would have been like the guy that was out the window. You saw him, right? He had the Ukrainian flag. He said, "Fuck yeah! Fuck the Russians!"
Bro, them Ukrainian people are crazy.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, they were cracking bottles over their head to get ready to fight them, like glass bottles, legit, 2 at a time, just poof, just to go
I
to
ain't
war.
seen that.
Yeah, they were fucking nuts. They'd be like, "Ah!"
That's badass.
Then they have 2 like fucking bottles. They just stab themselves in the neck. I was playing.
I was about to say, I was thinking for real. I'm like, what the fuck?
Gotcha.
Here's another one. This is one of the first things we seen when we got to Qatar. I was kind of surprised by their musical taste. Hey!
I saw a picture of James Harden in one of those things. I don't know what they're called. Just the hats or whatever.
A turban?
A turban. James Harden was a turban type thing. It was funny as fuck looking. But
He looked like a black Muslim.
there is a gas station by me that like it used to be owned by, I think it was owned by the same people, but I think ownership took over like management in the store. But like they definitely made it a little bit better. It upgraded like the quality of the store.
When the owners came in?
Yeah.
Of course it did. It's they money.
Yeah. That's true.
Let's check another one. This is a sports video.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. Boom.
He don't know what the fuck he doing.
No, not at all.
Look at his
My
form.
head hit the wall. Boom.
You supposed to kick your feet in front of you.
Because they're supposed to put you a lot farther than that. I think I could have jumped as far as he did.
And then this is my last video, a classic. Let's see what you think of this.
Even when I'm full, I could always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuit.
Disney Channel said, "We need a villain.
Damn, look at his broad leg.
We need a villain in The Little Mermaid."
Don't this motherfucker look like a tortoise?
He looks like the damn Ursula lady in The Little Mermaid.
Look.
Buttermilk biscuit.
I need to look that up.
Buttermilk biscuits.
Pretty sure her name's Ursula.
Yeah, that's Ursula from Little Mermaid.
Ursula.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to be like, damn, Ursula got big titties.
Right here. Oh. It's a fucking ad. Hold on. Another ad.
Which is it?
We had fantastical feasts when I lived in the palace.
Buttermilk biscuit. That's what he looked like.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
You watched that movie?
When I was a kid. What the fuck?
You're a loser. I'll I've watched it 15 times
Ursula was a thick bitch.
this month.
But that'll be the end of the segment for this week. Thank you for stepping into my office, and I hope you enjoyed those videos.
So we can leave this place? Good, I'm happy because it fucking smells in there.
What else do you want to talk about today? I'm trying to think of what's been going on lately in the world besides Russia-Ukraine shit.
Did we ever get figured out our living situation while we're here? Because I know that was an issue. Before we started shooting, we didn't really know where we were staying.
So that's the whole thing about staying here. It's just kind of, you get in where you fit in. You know, you just make those moves. You know, whenever you got a second, you stay here. As soon as you hear shots, you leave. You know what I mean? A couple hours ago, they cut the guy in the hotel next to us hand off. They said he stole a Fruities candy. I said,
They were speaking a language I did not understand.
It sounded very hostile. You know what I'm saying?
He got it. Sales guy was understanding. He's got the lingo down with the translations because he sells a lot of shit to different people. He's got a big, broad range of clientele.
I'm like this, like, they said that he stole 3 Jolly Ranchers and they cut the nigga's hand off.
That's how they do it over there.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to fuck with that. Not that kind of war.
But Qatar and Ukraine, they're about one and the same at this point.
Yeah, I don't think I would have found this shirt in Ukraine, though. I like it a lot. It was about, what they call it, 5 pesos? 5 euros? 5, I don't fucking know. I gave him a $10 bill and said, keep the fucking change. They looked at me and said, thank you.
Well, they get money over here, too.
I did not mean to put an Asian accent on that. I just meant to say thank you.
You see this?
In a different voice.
50,000.
Everybody must own an oil plant.
That's very stereotypical and somewhat racist. But it's actually went down a lot. I wonder what caused it to go down.
David Beckham.
See what's that?
Honestly, it's probably all those people that are dying off because they're fucking building these huge stadiums. It's probably where all the people's money went. They probably got to pay taxes. Hey, we need a World Cup, so everybody's taxes this year are going up 3 times the amount because we don't have enough money to fund these things.
Damn.
Yeah, some of these stadiums are going to be fucking amazing, but they're never going to be used again.
Yeah, exactly. This is where going to be. This is going to be where the final is?
I have no idea. Nobody knows where the final's going to be.
I'm guessing it's going to be here.
It's going to be in Qatar, but nobody knows where that's at.
Damn. That's fucking crazy, those big-ass stadiums. Soccer stadiums are so much bigger than football. Well, I mean, actually, ain't like college football and soccer stadiums around the same size?
You're speaking the same language to me, buddy.
Oh, God. There's no such thing as real college football.
Soccer and football, same thing.
No.
Same thing. Same thing.
You know, like the biggest stadium in the world is in North Korea?
I don't believe it.
Fits like fucking 2 million people. Rungrado 1st of May Stadium, it fits 150,000 people.
It's definitely not 1 million people.
Damn.
Is that what it looks like?
I think so.
Looks like a damn circus.
The biggest stadium in the world, yes, this one. Yeah. Oh, it fits 150,000 people.
It's still a hell of a lot.
I don't know how
of
the
people.
fuck I came up with 1 million. I'm retarded.
And you could probably fit, what, 300,000 Koreans in there?
That's. We're going to take a break. I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, it's the white in me.
This is this is perfect cancel material.
The North Koreans aren't gonna be able to see this, bro. It's gonna be like 2 of them that are watching like security detail. I'm sorry, South Korea. You guys are not that small. Only 150,000 South Koreans could fit in that stadium.
Ain't it crazy though? Like if you in North Korea and like motherfucker catch you watching Netflix, they just like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is going on? Get on the ground. cut the head off. You know what I mean? Like, you was literally just watching motherfucking Like Mike. And they like, you're watching Western propaganda. They can't play basketball as good as us. And I'm just like, holy shit.
I just imagine they're like guards walking around with like the like legit like Civil War bayonets with like the swords on the, or not the swords, the knives on the end of them. Or like you said, they cut their heads off with them.
Right. So I have to go back to this. Have you ever seen this story? Mm-mm. They made the fake propaganda where they won the World Cup, and they made everybody in North Korea believe that they won the World Cup that year. So they like, this is the artwork shows predominantly painted in 2000 to capture the nation's alleged sporting achievements. North Korean football team can be seen crying tears of joy as they win the World Cup. See, like this, like they put these like through the city. Through the cities, and people say, oh my God, we have a great soccer team.
Hell no.
Whereas like, you know what I'm saying? Like a 14U team from England would beat the shit out of them.
Not the gaffers.
Huh?
Not the people from England. Who's that? A painting of North Korean boxer?
Yeah. What's his name? Jung Sung-ok defeated her Western opponents.
Jung Sung, okay.
Jesus. What do you have against Asian people?
Nothing. I like Asian people.
Have you ever seen it? Look at this. He's supposed to be,
he's holding by his nutsack.
He's supposed to be beating an American. And I'm not a nationalist or anything, but I'll tell you this straight up. Ain't no North Korean beating an American in wrestling. I've watched enough of that in my life to know nobody from North Korea can beat anybody from the U.S. in wrestling. I mean, that are like actual wrestlers.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say I know a few Americans that could probably get beat by some.
Well, yeah, I mean, like fucking any American, they'll send one of them niggas that be cracking boards over their back. And shit.
Yeah.
Like, see, look.
They was in final.
Yeah, they was in 1966 and 2010. But the picture before shows when they won in 2000.
2010, probably. That's probably what that means.
Yeah, see? And then this is the story. It's also reported that his late father, he landed 11 holes in ones in one golf game. He played his first and only ever round of golf, and he hit 11 holes in one.
In 1994.
Yeah, he shot, I want to say, they say he shot like a 12 or something. Like on 18 holes or...
He couldn't have.
Or no, it was like a 5 or a 7 or some shit like that. You know golf numbers better.
It would have probably been like a 20.
They said he shot... Yeah, I'm retarded. I'm thinking So he hit 11 holes in ones, and then they said, like, they had the scorecard. I've read the scorecard. I'm going to try to find it after this, but...
It's probably honestly
they had a scorecard, bro, and they looked at the course, and they was like, this says he hit a hole in one on a 530-yard par 5.
Yeah. Muscling up.
Like, this motherfucker just crushed the ball.
He said, Corby.
Maybe we should go there next week.
North Korea?
I mean, we've been traveling to some hostile places. I mean, I don't think...
I thought we were going to get to North Korea. We got to try China or Russia going that way.
I ain't scared.
Russia, I guess nobody will be in that part of Russia besides all the poor people that don't have any part of the government.
Yeah. Ain't it crazy how poor, like, Russia and Ukraine are? Like they're basically, like, developing countries.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised we had shelter in Ukraine. Not that it's underdeveloped or anything, but...
Ukraine?
Yeah.
It's a developing nation.
I just thought that we wouldn't have much shelter because of all the shit going on. There's plenty of places Russia has no absolutely clue where you're at. But we did see some of the frontline stuff. It was crazy just running through it, though. I mean, I was carrying the backpacks. Y'all heard already. I was carrying the backpacks. Fucking sales guy over here. He was trying to get us a ride. It felt like the Oregon Trail back in the day, though.
Yeah, it says
people
Ukraine
be passing us, and sales guy be like, "Hey, can we get a ride? Can we get a ride? We're headed to Qatar." He'd be sitting on the side of the road. He wouldn't be able to say it right. People would be like, "I don't even know where that's at." Qatar.
Yeah, it says Ukraine is a second world country.
Hell, we're a third world. Can't believe our fucking U.S. United States.
Modern Russia lags far behind the developed countries in the world.
Bullshit.
I believe that.
No.
Why do you not believe that?
Because they have fucking Putin as their goddamn leader.
So that means they're a developed nation?
He
People
knows-
still live in fucking villages in Russia.
He knows what he's fucking doing.
That doesn't mean they're a developed
I lived
nation.
in a village for half my life. Right down the road from the fucking convenience store. I guarantee Russians don't have convenience stores everywhere.
Yeah, damn, I forgot what I was going to say. But I don't think Russia Ukraine will last much longer. I give it like 2 to 3 more months.
You see all the football news, all the trades going on?
I've seen like one trade.
Carson Wentz to the Commanders.
That's good for him.
They got 2 second-round picks. I think the Colts did for him. They gave up a second-round pick.
So what is like Carson Wentz deal?
He sucks, yeah, but he's also good at times. He's like the guy. He's like a. He's like a Jameis Winston. He's like Jameis Winston. He throws way too many picks, but he can also make like really good throws. And he's also just a physical specimen. He's like 6'5", I think, 6'6". He's just huge. But yeah, he's gonna be in Washington with the Commanders.
Such a dumb fucking name.
Russell Wilson's going to Denver. Drew Lock's going to Seattle. Kyler Murray's going to the A's. I'm just playing.
Yeah, them is like the only trades I've heard.
Aaron Rodgers spectacularly is going to the Packers. What a fucking mom.
Is there any other trades besides?
Bobby Wagner got released.
But that's not a trade.
No.
I'm saying, like, is there any trades besides Russell Wilson and Carson Wentz?
Not that I know of.
Because I haven't heard anything.
NFL news. Da-da-da. Oh, I saw something. I think so. Amari Cooper got released, right?
Yeah.
So apparently, this was just news I saw on Twitter, so I don't know how true it is. But apparently, Amari Cooper came into the locker room one day and was saying that Dak's basically just a black version of Kirk Cousins. And Dak heard that shit. Like, I think he said it loud enough for him to hear it to where he was saying it to his face, and Dak was not happy. To where, like, they got into it, and, like, I guess it just boiled over to him getting released. But that shit would be fucked if he actually said that shit.
What's so fucked about it? He means it in like a personality or like a playing wise? Or?
Yeah, like playing wise.
I mean, Dak's not that great.
Well, that's what,
People act like he's just some fucking great quarterback. Like, he's not that good.
If Jerry Jones says he's good, he's good.
Well, yeah, Jerry Jones was the last time he won a Super Bowl.
Jerry Jones snaps his finger, it happens, all right?
Okay, so why didn't he snap it and win a Super Bowl?
He doesn't want to yet.
Exactly.
You leave him alone. He's got his stars. Cowboys. We got our cheerleaders. They have their own reality TV show around here. That's how good they are. You know, everything's bigger in Texas.
Says,
including Jerry.
These must have been from last year.
Huh?
So these must have been from last year.
Probably.
Yeah, I've never even heard of any of these people.
They probably heard of us, though. DogWater Sales Guy Show. Out weekly. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Hell, you could get it on Spotify. You can get it wherever you want.
But I need a damn, what the fuck was I even ready to say? God, I've been wanting to ask you this too, and it just fell off the fucking tip of my tongue. Well, shit. Well, anyway, we got about 5 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to go over?
I don't know.
I really can't think of shit.
Same. Pat McAfee's going to be in WrestleMania, which is fucking nuts.
Like as an announcer?
No, as a wrestler.
Oh, really?
He might announce some of it too. I don't know. But yeah, he's going to be in it as an announcer. That's nuts.
Oh, man.
Dude literally went from being a punter in the NFL to being a WWE superstar. Not superstar, but announcer. Turned into a WrestleMania star by Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, underrated fucking billionaire.
How's he underrated?
You know who Vince McMahon is?
Most Americans do.
You don't know who he is.
We're going to head on out and explore the city. Try to keep all of our limbs and appendages. It will be a tough journey, but we'll do our best to see what we can do. We're going to be covering some hard-hitting news while we're here in Qatar. And next week, we'll have a full synopsis of some of the things that we've seen.
Hopefully we don't see Urban Meyer in any local pubs dancing with any teenage girls. You know, that fucking loser.
And that'll be it for this week. I am the sales guy.
And I'm DogWater.
Thank you for watching.
Cue the music.